Thank you for joining us. I'm Mary Yanez, Director of the Senior Adult Program at the El Paso Community College, and this is Mature Living. As you know, we bring you a lot of information, conferences that are happening here in El Paso, places to go and things to do. And that's kind of what we want our seniors to do. We want them to be active. We want them to be knowledgeable of the things that they can share with their families. And today, we've invited Volar Independent Living Center, and we have two guests. We have Veronica Heredia, who is the Independent Living Program Manager, and then we also have Apolonia Lozano, who we've known for many years. She also works there at Volar, the Independent Living Services Coordinator. Thank you for being with us, ladies. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having us here.
We want to talk about and get right into it, your Our Lives conference that has been, I guess, you've been coordinating it for 17 years.
Yes.
And tell me a little bit about Volar, so that people will know what kinds of services you provide, and then we'll get into the conference.
Okay, well, we are, our mission just explains who we are to the T. We are an organization of and for people with disabilities. We advocate human and civil rights, community options, and we empower people to live the lives that they choose. We offer an array of different services, all free to the community. Our recent program, we have our independent living program where we assist in purchasing any medical equipment that they need, or hearing aids is a big thing.
A big thing.
Yes.
Really important too, for families.
Oh, yes.
Is there any age?
No, any age. The only difference on age is we help individuals who are blind or visually impaired, but we only help up until the age of from over 55. No. Up to 55. If they're over 55, then we send them to workforce.
Another program. So you always find resources. And that's what's important. They can walk in and you all can do referrals. And let's talk about the conference. That's coming up on October 25th at the Wyndham, right?
Yes.
Tell me about the conference and who can attend and why they should attend.
Yes, well, the conference is, like you said, it's going to be our 17th year that we've been having it. We have a bunch of exhibitors. We have up to 30 exhibitors that come out, and we've had up to about 300, an average of 300 attendees. We have speakers that come in, and it's nice because not only do you get to go and kind of learn about, our topics that we have and stuff like that, but sometimes they get to go and meet other people that are walking the same path that they're walking, or that they're about to walk, or that they have walked. So you can kind of connect with other people as well.
And sometimes support groups are born out of these meetings, networking.
Yes, the networking, yes.
Super. So tell me about registration, what's going to happen that day, how can people register?
Yes, so for people to register, they can go into our office, or you can, if you have a workforce counselor, then you can go with your VR counselor, but you can go in and then register with right there in the front with Nena Garcia. She's our registration. Registration is $65. We do have a fixed income rate of $55, but we would have to see if you qualify for that.
And then you're the coordinator this year for the conference, right? So you're really busy and you know everything about it.
Oh my gosh.
Apolonia, how much is the conference?
The conference is $65, and it's a fixed income $55, and then we have stipends. The stipends is for people that acquire disability and before the age of 21. They can attend, or their parents can attend to help them out in the future.
And the stipend is to pay for the conference fees?
For the conference, yes.
And how much is the conference fee, like if I wanted to go?
$65.
$65. And that includes
breakfast and a continental breakfast and lunch.
Wonderful.
And
then a lot of great speakers.
Yes.
Tell me about this.
Yes, we're going to have one of the ones we have every year. He comes back and gives us kind of an update on legislation and stuff like that. Is Dennis Burrell.
Okay.
He's going to be coming down. He is the executive director for the Coalition for
Disabilities.
Yes. So he's going to be coming down.
Yes, you're a good team.
Yes, Coalition of Texans with Disabilities. Okay. He's going to be coming down. And then we're also going to have Mr. Julio Perez, who's going to be also there with us. He is the ADA, Accessibility and ADA Coordinator for El Paso, Texas. And we kind of want to look at, so our theme this year was building bridges, strengthening communities. because we kind of want to look at all of these changes that are going on in El Paso, the revitalization and, you know, stuff like that. We want to know where is the community, the disability community, like where are they taking us into account, you know, to be able to make things accessible and stuff like that. So that's why we're also going to have Mr. Julio Perez come out and let us know what he's doing to speak for the community of disabled.
Wonderful. So it's going to be a great day. It begins with registration at 7 in the morning, and it ends
2:45.
at 2:45.
Yes.
So between 7 and 8:30 is registration. So you give them plenty of time.
Yeah, so people can come in. You know,
have their little
most
breakfast.
of our attendees, the lift drops them off. So the lift will drop them off, and then they kind of just like, that way they can kind of walk around and mingle with other people, visit the different exhibitor tables. We're going to have some raffle items this year, some big surprise raffle items that we're really excited. It's so hard for us not to tell anybody about them.
Oh my gosh, we're going to have to, that's kind of a teaser for me because I love prizes.
Yes, we're very excited. So we're going to kind of leave that to the very end, but we're going to have them up there to kind of entice everybody to stay, because usually lunch, everybody's gone. So that's why we kind of wanted it to end early. So you have to stay so that you can win that big prize.
What about if people want to request accommodations, special accommodations? Is there a deadline for that? And what kinds of accommodations?
Yes, there's so the deadline for that would be on October 4th. We do want them to contact Miss Nena Garcia. She is the one that's doing the registration. She's the one that they're going to be paying for it. And we just want to know, that way we have enough time if they need a sign language interpreter, if they need a translator, if they need an attendant to be with them at all times. We want to make sure that we have that available for them.
And where can they call, Apolonia? What is their main number?
It's 591-0800. And then Ms. Vero is extension 218. And just, you know, everybody knows about the conference, so anybody can...
That's wonderful.
Can give you information.
That's the main number.
Yes.
But the conference is going to take place at the Wyndham.
Yes,
And I
at the
hope we
Wyndham
can-
Airport. Yes, on October 25th. It's a Thursday, October 25th.
And that's at 2027 Airway Boulevard, right?
Yes.
That's wonderful. We just have about a minute left in our conversation, and so I want to give you an opportunity to thank your sponsors or even your committee. You know, it's a good time to say that. Yeah.
Oh, yes, we have our title sponsor. Big thank you to our title sponsors, AmeriGroup. They come out and they're our title sponsor every year. We truly enjoy working with them. They're amazing people.
And do you have committees or people at the staff and on staff?
Yes,
that you
we
want-
have our conference committee. Our conference
three.
committee. Yes.
Kind of the same ones over and over, right?
It is. And you know, we kind of want to start kind of trying to rotate. You know, okay, so this year you did this, so next year you do that. That way everybody can kind of get a feel of what it is to put it all together and stuff.
So the registrations are ongoing already?
Yes. Oh, yes.
And
Registrations
your goal
are
is
already
300, and we certainly hope you reach your
And
goal.
for our stipends, we encourage any parent who has a child with a disability, or even, you know, if they've acquired somebody who has acquired their disability before the age of 21, we encourage them to go, because we only have 55 stipends.
Yes.
Okay.
And they go fast.
And they go fast.
Yes.
And that's to be able to attend,
Yes.
enjoy, and learn.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Our Lives Conference. I love that.
Yes.
That title. And
Yes.
it-
Maria Perez was the one that she came up with that.
many years
Yes.
ago, huh?
Oh, yes.
And of
That
course,
was her
building
baby.
bridges, strengthening communities, and that's the theme. So you all be sure and call. There is going to be a talent show, so you be sure and call. We'll be back. Well, thank you for staying with us. We want to introduce you again to some regulars that come to our show every year, because they teach us about our insurance and what we need to know about Medicare and all these different things that seniors need to know. And with us is from Medicare Plus, the owner, Ana Casillas. Thank you, Ana, for being with us.
So nice to see you.
Emily,
be
your
with you.
partner. Your partner, que Emily es la que se encarga de todo lo de español, ¿verdad? Ella le explica a los clientes, she explains everything to the
Español, customer service, and helping with
Girl
guidance.
Friday.
Yeah.
Very good. Anna, tell me a little bit about Medcare Plus and what it is that you all do for the community.
Medcare, we started in 2006. So we're
You've been around for a while.
yeah, almost 12 years. Really happy that we're working with the senior community. We started with working with Medicare, Medicare insurance, and It's a very noble product because it's just guiding them on what are the things that are covered with Medicare, and what is the best plan that it can fit each needs, because it's different. Your needs are different from mine and from Emily's, so it's just to really find what plan is the best plan for you. So,
Yes.
and we certify with every single company that is in here, the companies that represent the Medicare plans. So we get to really just choose what is the right plan for you.
Yes. And there's an important date coming up, ¿verdad? And that's why we wanted to invite you to remind us about the enrollment time. So what is that enrollment time right now?
Okay, the enrollment period is going to be on the October 15.
Oh.
It is very important to everybody knows that every year that this is the opportunity that Medicare let us to give all the people the information, the different kinds of changes for the same companies. Yeah. This year, 2018, is going to be very important because it's they coming here to El Paso, and some is going to be new here in El Paso, and some are not. But it's going to be 3 new companies, so they're going to give us the opportunity to know, have more benefits.
Services and different
services.
benefits?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So it's very important to everybody, very careful, know about this company and the different changes.
Yes.
For
and we're
2019.
going to give your number in a little while, and they can talk to you all in English or in Spanish to find out about the new changes. And she brings a good point, because every year it's something a little different. Some companies exit and some new companies come in. So this is where you come in to explain what the choices are, because we have so much, just like when we buy a car, we go to different dealerships, right? We're still going to buy a car.
Exactly.
But we can choose, and this is
And you're right, because it is important, because it's your insurance throughout the whole year. So as Emily was saying, Medicare gives all the Medicare beneficiaries the opportunity to find out the changes about Medicare and the changes about the different plans and the options. These plans, they're called Medicare Advantage plans. And it is because they're giving you a lot more advantages than what Medicare gives you. Advantages in additional benefits like transportation, or even gym memberships, or glasses and hearing aids and dental. There are a lot of extra benefits that you can get through these plans, in addition to what Medicare covers. That remember that Medicare it's divided in 3 parts. Okay. Part A is hospital, and then Part B is medical, all your health outside of the hospital, your primary doctor, specialists, labs, all that. And then your Part D are the prescriptions. So everything is covered in one plan. So that is one option, that you have the Medicare Advantage plan.
And I was just explaining that when we talk about insurance and stuff, I black out. I can't seem to get it. But and Ana, you say it's really simple. If you can explain it to people in a simple way, people will understand. That's what your role is, to say, okay, these are the different plans. What would fit you best? What is it that your needs are?
That is the most important, because really what is important to you is it to keep your primary doctor, is it to keep your provider, is it benefits you, or you might qualify for Medicare savings programs, like discounts for prescriptions, and people don't know that they're there, and it's just finding the information, and that's what we want to do.
Emily, when they call your office, and we'll give your phone number in a minute, how do you begin to ask them when they call?
The advantage that we have is because we are, like Ana said, we have 11 years here with the community. We are on the radio, and a lot of people, they know us, that we just give us the service for the benefit from the state, and just what is the needs. This is the most important, the needs for each one. So because sometimes they need a doctor, specialist, or they need a therapist or something different. So we just see what kind of service they need.
it comes to mind, if somebody has been enrolled and they're not happy with their plan, this is a time when they can
Absolutely.
change.
Exactly.
From October the
15th
to
through
December
December
7th.
7th.
December 7th. This is a time to say, well, I'm not too happy, or my health has changed, or I want to look at something different.
They are actually 7 weeks from October 15th through December 7th. However, we can start talking about the different changes or the needs that people have from October 15th. So it's pre-annual enrollment from October 15th through October 15th. And then after October 15th, it's enrollment period.
Okay. And then there's something going on in January that you could still do something in January. What happens
I'm
then?
glad that you mentioned it because it's a change from Medicare. It's called, so this time from October 15th through December 7th, it's called annual enrollment period. And then from January 1st through March 31st, it's open enrollment.
Okay.
And they're giving a little bit more opportunity to make changes at that time. And then there's another enrollment period, which is a special election period. This is for people, right now we are in a special enrollment, so it could be for people that have Medicaid, that have low income subsidy, that maybe are moving from another state or another county, because Medicare has them in counties by counties. So if you're leaving the county, you might qualify for a special enrollment. So
Very good. Oh, you explained it very well, and I know that we want to give your phone number now for Medicare Plus. And let's give your phone number and your location.
Yeah, we are in the 2230 Montana Avenue. It's very near to anywhere. So
Very
the
central.
phone numbers is 915-532-3443 or 915-532-3110.
Beautiful.
So
Well, thank
you can
ladies.
call us and anything they need. Sometimes they need because they need a doctor. They need to change the primary doctors. They need to find some specialist. They can call us. We can give us the service for everybody.
Very good. I appreciate you and I
Thank you
trust
so
you.
much.
Thank you
And
so
I
much
know you do
Mary.
for having
what
us.
is best for your clients, for the senior population here in El Paso.
yes, it's
I'll
a
always
pleasure to
call
do
you.
that.
Thank you. Okay, we'll be back with more guests. That was great, Rusty. Oh my gosh. You know, these beautiful music of the old days, of the 30s and the 40s, and rock and roll, and all these beautiful music that you all play. Of course, with the Jazz Unlimited big band, right?
Yes, yes.
Thank you for being with us here on Mature Living, Rusty. I just want to tell you, I called Cecil Douglas, who has always been kind of the spokesperson for the Jazz Unlimited band, and he told me that he had moved, and he's moved out to another town, Palm Springs, a wonderful town in
Poor
California.
Cecil. Poor Cecil had to move to Palm Springs.
Palm Springs next to a big old golf course.
Over his back fence is the golf course. Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my gosh, that's beautiful. So, but he did tell me that you had taken over as the spokesperson for the band. Tell me a little bit about the beginnings of the band.
This group started it's hard to even say because I wasn't part of the group when it started, but it started actually at El Paso Community College with Dr. Walter Carr back in the early 1990s. And he put it together as sort of a rehearsal thing. And it was comprised of people that were coming to community college as taking adult CE courses.
Oh, be darned.
And it was a comment, so they didn't have enough people from that, so they just put sort of an all-call sort of thing out through the whole community and got some other volunteers and some actual students from the community college, and they started up this big band. They started up, and it didn't have a name. They didn't really perform in the very beginning, but pretty soon after they started doing performances, they started getting good. And after a few years, another gentleman that was working for the community college at the time, Tommy Fraga,
Yes.
he took over leadership of the group, And it still didn't have a name at that point in time, but very shortly after that, it did.
That's amazing how the college is instrumental in bringing musicians together.
It really is.
From all walks of life, because I know you were retired.
I was a firefighter at the time when I joined the group with the city of El Paso, and I retired from that. And now I'm involved in a second career.
And you're teaching band.
I'm
for
teaching.
One of
Yes,
the
yes,
That's
I am
amazing.
teaching. I am teaching band in the district now.
You just can't get away from music.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
You can't run away. Tell me about the group members now and how y'all are formed.
Well,
Who's
you know what?
helping you?
It's a real interesting, very eclectic blend of musicians. We have 7 people in our group, and it's a 17-piece group plus a wonderful, wonderful vocalist. But it's a 17-piece group. We have 7 band directors. We have 2 engineers. We have some guys that have been involved in information technology and technology solution type stuff. We have bankers and people involved in the world of finance. And I have a gentleman almost as interesting, might be more interesting than Cecil Douglas, named Reuben Smith. He was a New Mexico state legislator for, I think, 8 years and 12 years, the mayor of Las Cruces.
I'll be darned.
Played bassoon in the El Paso and Las Cruces symphonies, and he's also part of our group.
How wonderful.
Yes.
And so the total group is how many members?
17 regular members,
17.
and then with our vocalist, that makes 18.
Wow, that's
Yes.
beautiful. Who's your vocalist, by the way?
Oh, you know what? My goodness, this lady is super, super amazing, fantastic in a million ways. I have a cajillion stories to tell about her, but her name is Cheryl Tomzik. And I met her when I was 18. I was a young student at New Mexico State University. She had all 3 of my sons in her middle school bands.
You're
Yes.
surprising. Yes, your wife.
No, she didn't have my
Oh,
sons.
I thought that
She had my sons in her middle school band.
I thought she was your wife. No. She had them in class.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
They were
good.
students. They were students of Miss Tomzik.
That was.
And she's just an amazing, good
Oh my
singer.
gosh. So you have a combo. You have a big band. Tell me about some upcoming events.
So right now we have events scheduled for November 18th in Las Cruces. That's for the Mesilla Valley Jazz and Blues Society's monthly meeting. And those meetings are held on Sunday evenings at 7 p.m. in the First Christian Church in Las Cruces. I think the address is 1809 El Paseo. And that's across the street from Las Cruces
And that's
High
going to take
School.
place in November the 18th.
That's November 18th.
And what time do you usually have your
That event starts at, they have about a 10-minute meeting, which starts at 7 o'clock, and then we'll start playing immediately afterwards.
Yeah. What about in December? Do you have anything planned?
Yes, you know, we have just 2 or 3 short weeks after that one, we have an entirely different program that's going to be our Christmas concert that's going to be held on Sunday,
December 2nd.
December 2nd at St. Mark's Methodist Church at 5005 Love Road.
And that is in El Paso.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that's awesome. So if we give the phone number, Cecil, which one do we give so that they can call you in case they want to go to a concert or they want to find out where you're going to be playing? What number can we give?
My phone number is
And I just called you Cecil. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
you did. You know
Oh,
what?
no.
That's almost a compliment.
Yeah, it is a compliment. Rusty Hall. We're talking to
Yes.
Rusty Hall. What number do we give?
915-603-9670.
Okay, super. You know, it's always a treat to have a musician on set. And I'm just wondering if there's anything else you want to say before you treat us?
Well, you know, we have a real wide range. You know, I started with a little excerpt from In the Mood, that Glenn Miller favorite, which is like the national anthem of big band music,
Yes,
in
it
a manner
is.
of speaking.
Yes.
And but our library consists of stuff from Glenn Miller and Stan Kenton and Tommy Dorsey, all the way up. We have stuff from Stevie Wonder, the Beatles, Billy Joel. we're working on our 2018 library, but we don't have any current artists. But we play a wide variety of things that have been arranged for bands, like a big band with 4 saxes,
Yes.
4 trumpets, 5 trombones.
And who's your musical director right now?
Well, right now the musical director is Mr. Eddie Terrazas.
And we know Eddie.
And everybody knows Eddie and loves Eddie. And I tell you what, Eddie's a big part of the reason. Actually, it was people that would come up after I played dance jobs with him with other groups and tell him how much his being a middle school band director meant for their lives or for their children's lives. And I thought, you know what? I want to do that when I leave the fire department.
That's
And
awesome.
so he played a big role in me wanting to
Inspiring
become.
you, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And so we've given your phone number. You the wonderful array of music that you all perform to and work very hard. I'm sure practicing and rehearsing and getting together. And people can call you. There might be some gigs out there, right?
You know what? We're always looking for an opportunity to share music and to keep this type of music alive.
Super. We've been talking with Rusty Hall, and I want to hear more of that saxophone music. And he's with the Jazz Unlimited Big Band.
Super.
Treat us.
Thank you.